Well, hello. How are we all doing? Welcome in. Hang on, we don't want that one. We want this one. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Something slightly different. People have asked me how things are going in the loft. Asked me how my rig's going, what I'm doing. Hope you're all doing well. Hey Ryan, Colby, Dominic, Mark. Hey Cupcake, Mr. Rushton. As you can see, sorry about the poor camera work. I'm going to try and do this as best as I can because I'm not mobile. I'm still attached to the computer with my with my headset, obviously, because it's not wireless. But so people have asked. We'll start with the rig and then we'll move around the room. I run a, let's see if it's going to focus. I run a 47-inch Samsung telly. My yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I got a Logitech G920 steering wheel. I have just this morning finished fitting this little bar here. I've now got my big button box on, my Brian Davison button box just beside it, and then my Stream Deck. We then move back to the shifter. Obviously, is a Logitech to go with like the G920 when I bought the set. An Alma Skrs shifter, which I believe is the man one. Someone will correct me. Hope you're all doing well. Hey Lewis, welcome in. Someone will correct me if that's not right. I run a trackball mouse on the rig, obviously, with moving around and stuff is not the best. If you have a normal mouse, why is that playing up? That's okay. That's fine. Let me know if the sound's okay or too loud or whatever. A free bucket seat. We all love something free. I got given this bucket seat after putting a post on a sim page of asking for stuff. Something's gone wrong. I can sense it. My two top monitors. Let's do it this way. So as I'm sat in the rig, I have two top monitors at the top. Hey Kerry. They're my two top monitors. I forgot to mention, I also have, let me just grab this here. I also have move that like that, a flight stick, which I use on farm sim and for flight. Why is there a white stain? Shut up. A flight stick this side for farm sim. As introduced to me by Mr. Cupcake, I could not go back now. I also have a second flight stick. This one's still got the accelerator attached to it, obviously for flight sim. Why is my... I don't know, but we go for it. The keyboard tray, AFX keyboard, AFX Mark 1, I believe that is, yeah, an MK01. The cup holder. My rig is a SimLabs GT EVO rig, finally adapted by myself and Mr. Armstrong. I was sent some next level racing harnesses by a Mr. Hound Dog. Ever so grateful for that, as he's an absolute legend. The PC is tucked in down here. Hey Matthew, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, PC tucked in down there. Specs of that are in the description, but I'll just quickly run through them. i5 4600K, GTX 1060, 240 SSD, a 1TB hard drive, and other than that, it's pretty 24GB of RAM because I'm running mishmash RAM at the moment until we build the new one. There's not much else. There's a new green screen that Mr. Pat sent me, and then there is obviously original loft stuff. There's all the loft bits back there, but there's my other green screen just covering up that big box there. I'm going to be limited to what I can do here. Over in the corner is the second. I'm very well, Matthew. Very well. Is the second rig which we're building at the moment for Brandon. There's a Logitech G25 attached to that with the pedals. I don't know if you can quite see that in the corner. Let me put you back on here quickly. Tell you what, let's just drop that in there. There we go. 2 seconds. And I'll clip the other light on. Yeah, because I've not got wireless headphones, I'm quite limited. I'm quite limited on how far I can actually step away from the PC, which is an absolute pain in the backside. So bear with me. So we've got that, what we're building for Brandon. And then now we have my desk, but Kelly's desk, what she uses for a lot of her work. That's a system that I don't know a lot about. I was kindly donated them pins. I know, mate. Look at the socks on the end of it. I was kindly donated 2 PCs by Cupcake, who got given these PCs. Me and then Mr. T then took those apart, amalgamated a few parts that I had and parts out of both those PCs, and then we made one PC. The plan is that PC will eventually come off the desk. My PC that's on the rig will then go on the desk once the new one is built, and that little PC will then serve a purpose for Brandon on the actual rig rather than it being yeah, the kettle's not plugged in, it's up here in the eventuality. Let me just move this other green screen. Let me move this green screen, hang on. And behind door number 2, Matthew, is obviously, I showed you guys this earlier. There's the telly that's going to go on that rig. There's an Xbox 360 Star Wars Limited Edition still in the box. There's my old Xbox One. I put this. Let's just angle that up a minute. I put this shelf up temporary just to get all the stuff off the desk. Oh, so that's where you hide all the good stuff. Hell yeah. So I put this up briefly, just so I can get bits off the desk. Oh, these bloody headphones are going to be the death of me, I tell you. Hey Gareth, how you doing, buddy? So these trucks I got at Truckfest at Peterborough. The one at the end, Mr. Firefight, the absolute legend he is. The Volvo at the end, the heavy haul, he got me that. And then I managed to purchase a couple of bags. People that have been will know they're 20 quid a bag, and you get 30-40 quid's worth of stuff in them. Those little trucks I pinched out of Brandon's room. They were at the bottom of his box, not being used and going to be thrown, so I put them up here. These are all up for grabs. The ones in cases are up for grabs. I'm not a fan of them. If anyone collects toys, I say toys, cars and stuff, the ones on top I'm going to keep. But anyone that collects this sort of thing and would like them, you are welcome to them. You can either come collect them yourself, or you can pay the postage and they can be yours. Or I can do a raffle type thing. All my spare SimLab bits and bolts and stuff are in the bottom. Aircon unit for the summer, because I come up here at the end of what we would say the goodish weather that we had, and it was pretty warm. So I purchased that. It was up for 100 and something quid. I offered 50 and they said yes, so I took it. Is that a Bedford Wrecker bottom right? Yes, that is. Hang on, I'll grab it and give you a better view. Let me just plug you in there. Take my headphones off. Excuse the state of me. I've been doing jobs this morning around the house. Right, so I'll show you them up close. Here we have, everyone that knows what this fan is will know what it is. There's the front of it. How many rigs you got? There's 2 up here. Hey Paul, how you doing, buddy? There's that one. That's the 2008 Christmas Oxford Special. Here is this one, 2007 Christmas Special. It has got details under the box, and here's the one that Cupcake wanted to see. It's East Kent. It's an East Kent thing. And there we go. So yeah, as I said, they are up for grabs. Anyone wants them, just let me know. I'm not a massive fan of them. They just came in the pack. What else have we got? Obviously, let's just spin you back that way. I'll tell you about that sign in a minute. They're all the PC parts waiting to go in. Ready. I'm here and farming with Pat. Nice. That sign, this sign up here, probably one of the last jobs I ever did for dog work. Was Poppy Proms in the park. Was obviously to do with Remembrance Day. And I done the setup and the takedown of the place. And I asked her what she was going to do with the sign at the end of it. And she was, oh, we're just going to throw it, claimed for channel donation. My granddad used to drive them. I'll ping you a pic of the. Oh, nice. What PC parts have you got? So we have an AMD. Let me grab them. I might as well do this properly while we're stood here. Hang on. We have a AMD Ryzen 2700X. Let me, come on, focus. There you go, 2700X. Part number 1. Part number 2. Corsair Vengeance, DDR4 RAM, 16 gig, 3000 megahertz. Hang on, I'm gonna have to balance here. Let me just put these back on. Oh, I can hold both hands here. Corsair H100. I think it is. Let me. No, H100X water cooler. Hey Dave, how you doing? And then let me just go and grab my motherboard. Put these back on. This is quite difficult with a set of headphones that are wired. A B450 Aurorus Elite motherboard. One of the main reasons I went for this one is it's like grey and orange, which are the colours that I will be eventually painting up here. With an accents of, like, obviously the channel colours are orange and blue, but grey and orange is quite good for like a games room. I've got a set of Logitech speakers on the desk, which were also donated by Mr. Mark. As you can see down there, the black 2 long things go under that rig. They're the legs that you set out to level it. There's my t-shirts that I wear on stream. I bring them up here and hang them up out of the way. They're just placed on there at the moment. I have got, there's a Wii up here somewhere which won't be used. What else is up here? I'm just trying to think. I've got a few PC spare parts. Obviously the old chair and stuff, showing you the depths of the loft, is over there. There's an old PC case that needs to go. That's what some of the stuff. You planning on boarding? Yeah, the loft will be. The loft is quite a big size. Obviously, this camera is quite zoomed in. So let me walk back here. Hang on. So this is me pretty much as far as I can go. The water tanks in here will eventually go. I'm gonna put a combi in the house. So there's the water tank. So I'll gain all of that space there. Come on, focus camera, come on. I will gain that. You can't do in the loft. There's a toilet if you fall like that. Yeah. It's funny you should say that. I've got a chemical toilet down in the garage that I used to use for work, and obviously all that space over there. There's the loft hatch that I put in with a friend, and there's a board I've made just so it's safe when the kids are up here, and that does cut out a lot of noise when I'm streaming. It's unbelievable, just by getting one bit of wood, how much it changes. So the plan is see these beams that come down here and go up there like that behind the desk. The plan is to take them out. So as you can see, that beam. Let me just do this and that, and I shall show you. The plan is these beams here will then be supported by a wall that comes straight down here. There'll be a wall there which will support the load that way, because all these are obviously to stop this bowing. Anyone that knows building, hey truck nuts, how you doing? Anyone that knows building will know what they're for. So next door have done it. He's converted his loft, so I'll be doing the same as him and probably enlisting his help. Obviously it's just the cost of the wood and the materials and stuff, and the time to do it. Obviously with a family, a full-time job, trying to balance everything is a bit hard sometimes, which a lot of you appreciate, and I'm glad you stick around. The one thing I struggle with up here, hey Kyle, how you doing? I'm very well, I'm very, very well. The one thing I struggle up here, I'm going to try and get above it so you can see, is lighting. I struggle very much with lighting. I'll go and turn the other one off quickly so you can see why. I struggle with lighting for two reasons. One is because it's directed straight at the rig, as you can see. Come on, focus. So that's all that is a fluorescent tube. I'll show you this side, and there's another one just there. All they are two fluorescent tubes. They're not controllable. They're fluorescent light, which is not great for filming, as you can see. That's half the battle I battle with, and trying to get the settings right is a nightmare. I'm still yet to get them right for the camera. I look like a ghost. No matter what I do, no matter what I change on the settings, I look like a ghost. It's a pain, to say the least. But we will get there. I will eventually get, I've seen a few long LED lights that I would like to look at. But I'll get there eventually. That's not a problem. I'm not fussed about that. My main aim is obviously to get the PC built first, and then get other stuff like that at a later point. But before I do the lights, I then got to do the insulation, the boarding out, and before I do all that, I've got to build the walls. So I've got to get the wood. It's a continuing thing, of what to do next and what's going on. Right, let's adjust that quickly, and then go like that. Split cam. There we go. Right. Anyone got any questions? Have you not got a diffuser shade on them? I did have a diffuser shade on it. This light is not too bad. I did have a diffuser shade on that. I took it off and it seemed to go slightly better. So I'm trying a few with it, and then I'm going to try a few without it. But hopefully I can suss it. But you never know. It's one of those. But this button box is brilliant. Are you moving rooms? No, I moved up to the loft. When did I move up to the loft? End of last year. I'm out, you beautiful people. See you all at Donkey Ding tonight for a lovely drive out. Yep, convoy tonight. 8 p.m. Yonky ping. Yonky ping. But yeah. Yeah, but any questions, just ask before I head out, because I'm going to go out. We're going to go for dinner around the mother-in-law's as usual on a Sunday, and then I shall be back for a convoy. Is the Logitech wheel good? Yes. In short, for what you pay for it, is the TV monitors, mate? My TV is a 47-inch. This TV right here. Let me put it on top cam, because then it will focus eventually. This is a 47-inch Samsung. My two top monitors are two 19-inch Dells. They're two 19-inch Dells. And as you can see, what normally happens is the chat normally comes up here like this, and then that normally comes up. That's how I normally have it. And then obviously the game on the bottom screen. Hey Craig, how you doing, buddy? The Logitech wheel. Let's go back to the Logitech wheel quickly. The Logitech wheel is great for a starting wheel. That's perfect as well. You can see the reflection. If you are trucking, farming, and not serious racing, it's a perfect buy. If you aim to get into racing and you feel like you're gonna want to get competitive and you're gonna want to try and compete, I would save a bit more money and I would go for a Thrustmaster. It's a lot more money, but I feel you get what you pay for. You can, when you're racing and you're cracking on, you can really feel the notches as you're trying to hone in on a corner. So all the people that keep saying to me, why are you not playing 7 days? As you can see, this screen isn't completely dark at the moment. This is why I can't play 7 days, because the reflections on the screen are really bad. I can't see anything at night time. The only other way around it is obviously turn the lights off, and then we would not have a camera. So you'd have it like this. It would be like that. It's a bit of a struggle. Large top cam, that's the one I want. What graphics card are you currently using? A 1066 gig. And I currently use let me find the program. I currently use the program. Go away. I'm just trying to find the program now. Or is it this side? Nope. There's a program I use. MSI, there you go. Is it that one? Supercharger was already running. Right, okay. Is it down here then? Where's it gone then? It's telling me it was already running. They're lying. I use a program to manually or automatically overclock things. It just makes it easier for people that haven't got a clue on what they're doing. It helps you do things that you don't know what you're doing with. It shuts the programs down in the background. It shuts the programs down in the background and helps the people that don't know what they're doing get a little bit more out of their graphics card. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. There will be changes throughout this year, hopefully. There's a lot going on in my personal life, and behind the scenes, and obviously, I'm not. I talk to people about anything and everything, but there's a few things in my personal life that I keep personal. Same as you guys. Hey Chili, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. I don't open up and talk about my family, but I'll quite happily sit and talk about myself. There are a few things that I won't talk about, same as anyone. But yeah, we've got a lot going on this year. But fingers crossed, I can find a balance between work, family life, and the channel, because this year I want to start, like I said, as my New Year's resolution is to try and put some more effort in. Not money. I mean, not money wise. I mean time wise. I mean recording things for voiceovers for when someone subscribes, or just silly little bits. Like Mr. Patrick, I've asked to sort out and has sorted out my channel banner and my logos and stuff. It's just little things that I want to try and help, which will make the channel look slightly better and run slightly better. But I can only do what I can do. And with the support of your guys, it's been amazing so far. In half a year, we've got, let me just double check the figure before I spout off random nonsense facts. What time am I back on? I will be back on at about 7:45.
You ugly bastard.
Oh, God's sake, interrupting the stream. Oh,
Oh,
look,
are you on a stream?
look, Mr. T. I'll just single him
Oh,
out there. How are you, sir? I'm doing a room tour for everybody.
how are you? Oh
Yeah.
God.
It's tidied. Have you decided on what track we are running for Project Cars 2? Yeah, the track is Rapuna and the cars are the Janettas. I'll put that in the race chat. The channel is now at. We have now got, so in 6 to 7 months we've got 673 subs.
Fantastic.
Absolutely blown away by that. 100% blown away by that. It's unbelievable. And I'm not putting content every day. I'm not putting great content out when I do put it out. Proved last night by dodgy microphones. Actually, saying that, how is the mic today? Same
It's
mic.
fine.
Right, okay, I think I've sussed it then. It was my extension cable. So it's one of those. I'm not putting out regular content. I'm not on every night of the week. If I was a lot if I was more regular and I had a schedule, the algorithms for the channel would be pushed more. Unfortunately, I can't do that because I work shifts and I have a family. So I get on when I can. And the thing is, I enjoy when I can get on with you guys. That's what it's all about. I only started my channel to fill a gap on a Sunday. That's how it started. And I was kind of forced to do that, not in a bad way, in a good way, by Mr. Armstrong. He told me, he literally pointed at me, and you need to start streaming. After just before I went up to his, he went, "You need to start streaming." I went, "Yeah, I will when I move." He went, "No, you need to start streaming." So I started streaming. Great, I like that track and car. See if I can get some under 131s. Yeah, no worries, bud. We had a good battle the other night, chilling out. But yeah, I'm gonna love and leave you all. Ending. I'm gonna love and leave you all. Because I've got things to do and places to be to eat. As usual on a Sunday. But I will see you all at 8 o'clock. Yonkaping Sim Server 2, the Red Spanner. Thanks for being in, and sorry it's a bit of a crap quality with a handheld camera. I am in the midst of sorting out a GoPro, but I will need a cam link and everything else. So I'll catch you in the next one, and ta-da!
Ta-ta. Hey, yeah, I'm fine. You? I didn't realise you were on stream because I didn't open a browser. So my bad. So yeah, I've just secured my rig. You don't fucking move now. Yeah.